Hello, all of you lovely people. So I just went and saw Don't Breathe, the latest film from Fede Alvarez, and it was spectacular. Don't Breathe stars Jane Levy, Dylan Minnette, and Stephen Lang. The story centers on three teenagers who, after seeing a newspaper article about a blind Iraqi war veteran whose daughter was killed, and in the lawsuit settlement he got like $300,000, they decided to break into his house, get the cash, and they're all going to go and do whatever they want with it. Well, they break into his house only to find out that even though he's blind, that doesn't mean he's not deadly. And it quickly turns into a game of cat and mouse. And what I love about this film so much is that it's not predictable. It's not your typical home invasion thriller. Everything you think will happen doesn't happen. You'll think something's going to happen, and then the movie twists itself and this thing you never even thought was going to happen happens. And I love that. Another thing I loved about this film was the acting, in particular Stephen Lang. Stephen Lang as the man whose house is being robbed is phenomenal. He cannot use his vision, so he has to rely on noise and smell. And he doesn't really speak a lot in this film, and it takes a lot of talent to go through a movie not speaking and to convey fear and dread, and Stephen Lang does that perfectly, so I have to commend him on his performance in Don't Breathe. He is spectacular. He was the perfect choice. Also, I really love Jane Levy. She was a smart girl. She wasn't stupid. She wasn't one of those cliche women in horror films that goes and does the stupid thing where you're like, don't do that, you'll die, you'll get hurt. No, she was smart and resourceful, and she held her ground, and I love that about her. And I also thought that Dylan Minnette finally got the role he deserved. You know, he was in Goosebumps and some other films, and he didn't have really meaty parts, but in this film, I fell in love with his character. I cared about his character. I wanted him to get out and to have a happy life. I just adored Dylan Minnette in this role, and I think he finally got the role he deserved. He's not playing a puppy dog best friend or, you know, some other just like kind of side character. He's an actual person. And that's another thing this film does really well. It makes you care about the characters. Even the villain. You care about their backstory. You care about what happens to them. You might have different emotions about what you want to happen to each character, but you care about them in different measures. And a lot of home invasion thrillers don't make you feel that connection with the characters like they're your friends, or like you definitely want this person to get what's coming to them. High kudos to Don't Breathe for making me give a shit about the characters. Another thing I absolutely adored about this film was the cinematography. The cinematography is extremely claustrophobic, and by that I mean it's always centering super close up on the characters, it's always shot in tight spaces, and it just fits the film perfectly because you feel like you're actually there in the home with the characters trapped trying to escape this man, and it's just used so effectively. And I think Fede Alvarez is a genius when it comes to cinematography. He utilized lights and sound perfectly in this film and in such unique ways, and I just adored it. Also, what may turn some people off, but I actually really enjoyed, was it is actually quite brutal. There were several moments during the film where everyone in the theater audibly gasped at what happened to the character because it was that painful looking, it was that brutal. And again, I haven't felt that connection with a movie in a long time where I actually was like, oh my gosh, that looks like it hurts. It wasn't torture porn, it wasn't something you enjoyed looking at. It was something that made you feel like a disgusting emotion. You sympathize with the characters, and that's something that a lot of horror films don't hit the mark with, but Don't Breathe made the violence and brutality fit into the storyline and make sense. It's not just there for titillation or to satisfy the gorehounds, it's there to serve a purpose. I could gush on and on about this film. It's got fantastic acting, great cinematography, excellent use of sound and lighting, amazing characters who aren't stupid, they are resourceful, they know what they're doing, relatable characters that you actually care about / hate, and it's a very unique film in the horror genre right now. If I had to give a rating to Don't Breathe, I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. I'm only knocking it 1 star because, again, the story, there's not much to the story. But what I love about the story is it's not predictable. You will leave this movie shocked, and you will love it. If you love home invasion thrillers, if you love horror films in general, you must watch Don't Breathe as soon as possible. It is that good. If you like this video, please leave me a like. Let me know down below what you thought about Don't Breathe. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Did you like it? Let me know. If you like this video, please share it. That helps me out a ton. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos and hear more of my opinions and thoughts and stuff. If you'd like to follow me on any social media sites or check out my blog, they're all listed in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, it's crazy. Peace and kisses. Bye.